Hi everyone, I'm Utkarsh and this is my brand new PRS DGT. So what is a DGT? A DGT, the way I look at it, is if you are a Les Paul kind of a guy but you want a PRS, there are two guitars that you can choose, and you can choose those guitars basis whether you want a trem or not. If you don't want a trem, get a McCarty 594, but if you want a trem and you still want a bit of that Les Paul feel, sound mostly, it's a DGT. So you get a DGT. DGT is a David Grissom trem, that's what it stands for. It's the signature model of this guitarist called David Grissom, who's worked at the PRS. He's based the pickups of a famous, his 59 ESP 335, and it's got a thicker body, like thicker than a custom. So I bought this guitar from Andertons. They had a sale just now, their January sale, which I curiously bought in December, just before Christmas. And this guitar just arrived yesterday. I'll show you a bit of footage of it coming. I was pretty excited. My dog was pretty excited, and the guitar did not disappoint. So, what are my initial impressions of it? So the reason I got a DGT was because I was in Japan recently. I was planning to buy a DGT. Or rather, I was planning to buy another PRS because I was in Japan and you can get it like 10% cheaper because you don't pay the tax. And I checked out a bunch of PRSs altogether. I checked out a custom 22, 24, even a Paul's signature. I think they had one of those old signature runs. And by far, the DGT sounded the best and the neck felt the best. I'm more of a thick neck kind of a guy. Not that a DGT's neck is very thick, but yeah. I think it's, if you're more used to Gibsons, it's definitely nicer compared to a regular, like a pattern neck, which is on my custom 22. So initial impressions have been good. This guitar has a very distinct sound. The neck pickup sounds like a Les Paul, so I'm just going to play a little bit of, just give you a bit of that, I'm just going to put a Marshall kind of a, vintage Marshall kind of a sound on my Helix, and I'm going to play the neck pickup, and I think you'll see what I mean. Like if you want the woman tone, just knock off the tone and then you go. Yeah, so that's the neck pickup. The bridge pickup is very interesting that, if you want what you think a nasally, almost, not to say trumpet-like, but if you want that kind of in-your-face classic rock sound that you might associate with some 70s bands, I think that the bridge pickup is good for that. It's not ideal for metal and palm muting, which is more my style, and that's one of the things that has me thinking a little bit about the bridge pickup. But if you like that in-your-face, dirty rock kind of style, the bridge pickup is for you. So I'm going to show you the bridge pickup sound again with my Marshall patch, and yeah, see how it goes. So the unique thing about this guitar, other than the way it sounds, is the configuration. So if you want to understand better, you've got bridge pickups volume, which is interesting. So this is the guitar that has two volumes, unlike other PRSs, the customs, which have only one master volume. So bridge pickup volume, neck pickup volume, and master tone, which you can go up and down for coil splitting. So strengths of this guitar would be, if you like traditional guitars, but and if you gig with more traditional guitars, like I gig with my Gibsons, you're spending half your time tuning. So one of the reasons I've really gotten into PRSs of late is you can just rely on them. They fit into your gig bag very easily. I mean, Les Pauls fit as well, but you know, I really like the Firebirds and Explorers, and those are a pain to carry, especially to jamming. So I end up taking my PRSs. So yeah, this will give you almost like a certain kind of a Les Paul sound. All Les Pauls don't sound the same. It has that typical feel of PRS clarity. And the thing I really like about the DGT being a Les Paul kind of a guy is that it's made in it's got a Nitro Finish. The thing I will tell you is that Nitro Finish in a PRS smells very different from a Nitro Finish in a Gibson. A Nitro Finish in a Gibson is basically it smells like, I don't know, it smells like vanilla is the best analogy I can give you. But the Nitro Finish in the PRS doesn't smell as nice. It smells like baby powder, perhaps. Honestly, that's the closest thing, or flowery kind of powder, very floral. Not what I like, but I like the fact that this guitar will wear in. I like the fact that some of my older Gibsons really shows a little bit of signs of wear, signs of me playing it. Other thing I like about this guitar, the reason that got me to just buy this, even though I just bought a bunch of guitars which I will share at another time, I love this color. I have another purple PRS, but this charcoal purple burst is very nice. It's very nice. For me, if you think of your guitar looking like a bit like what would Dracula play, and you're into your, you know, that kind of music, that kind of imagery, I think this guitar works out well. So I'm going to run you through a few tones. I'm just going to show you cleans, and I'm going to show you the coil splits, and then I'm going to play a bit of high gain stuff because that's just me. I play high gain. All right, let's check it out. I have my patch, which is basically a Pink Floyd-ish clean patch, and I'll put a bit of phaser and stuff, and I might play a song you recognize. So let's check it out. Neck pickup. So as you can tell, very clear. Both pickups, humbucker mode. Nice. A lot of people say it's pretty good for that very weighty, almost percussive with a lot of weight kind of kind of feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It's clear, yet it's got a lot of weight behind it, and you can really adjust the tone with the volume. So the tones in this guitar the volume ports in this guitar are made in a fashion that you adjust the bridge or the neck pickup volume in the middle position, and you can feel a big difference. So. And then finally the bridge pickup, so bit nasal. So you will see even when I put the phaser, you'll feel a bit of high end that you would want not to be there, but you know that high end can be very nice. And just to put in a bit of phaser, and let's try it out. I'm going to shift it back. No, I'm going to actually, before I do the phaser, coil splits, back to neck. Comparing with the humbucker, coil split, coil split middle. Bridge. Oh, I love this tremolo. I think, guys, the thing that has really got me into the PRS is this damn tremolo. I've always been the kind of guy who likes playing, you know, those kind of almost dark Opeth Damnation style open string kind of formations like. And that little flutter right at the end. Oh, I love that. Okay, shall we move ahead to high gain? So two sounds, cranked up Marshall JCM 800 and EPH 5150. Where would we be without those two sounds? Bridge pickup. So I think it does a good job, but yeah, I mean, I have a bare knuckle nail bomb in my Explorer. I also have a PRS 51. Actually, I have 3 PRS 513s, which we'll get into, but I prefer the sound of those guitars for the bridge. So that's the only thing for the guitar. And you can, you'll probably say, hey, if you like metal, DGT is not the guitar for you. Well, I like metal, but I'm also a Les Paul guy, and I like PRSs, so, and I need a trem. The thing that I miss about my 594, it doesn't have a trem. So in that case, I think, let's see, I'll probably get used to it, and honestly, you can do a lot with the EQs of amplifiers, so I don't think that's a problem. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I will make a separate video on what is the comparing this versus a 594. Probably comparing this versus a custom 22, because I see a lot of questions on the forums. Should I get a custom 22 or a DGT? Should I get a DGT or a 594? Should I get a Les Paul or a 594? So I'll probably do one major 22 fret shootout. All right, hope this was helpful, and till next time. I'll leave you with a patch from this Helix called Dark Uncle Floyd. Only one thing you can really play with that, right?